I finally confronted my ex's new girlfriend after years of her tormenting me. My ex, Michael, left me for this woman, Lisa, who worked in his office. After I found out, I kicked him out, and for months he sent me sad little texts at 1 or 2 a.m., begging me to take him back. He'd say he regretted everything and missed me and the kids. But the worst part was what he said about Lisa. He told me she was reckless and selfish, that she only cared about fun and had no real loyalty. He called her a temporary thrill and said he'd never want someone like her in a real serious way. Those were his words, like she was a hobby, not a person. Lisa obviously knew about me and my kids before she slept with him. She knew exactly what she was doing. From the moment Michael moved in with her, she became a nightmare. Every school pickup, every parent gathering, she'd make these cruel, sneering remarks. She told me my body was past its prime and that Michael deserved someone younger. She mocked stretch marks, commented on my weight, and even made offensive remarks in front of other parents at school events. The school had to warn her multiple times for using inappropriate language around teachers. For 5 years, I tolerated it. I stayed calm, focused on my children, and tried to rise above it. My divorce was finalized, I was moving forward with my life, and I figured eventually Lisa would lose interest in tormenting me. Last month, she crossed the line. We were at my son's basketball game, halftime break, and she came straight to me. She started bragging about how no man had wanted me since the divorce and how Michael left me because he needed someone exciting. Then she added the part that made my blood boil. She claimed Michael had only stayed quiet about hating me because of the kids. She said she knew the real reason he left and it was all my fault. I couldn't take it anymore. I pulled out my phone right there in the bleachers and scrolled through old screenshots. I had saved the messages where Michael himself had called Lisa a temporary thrill and admitted he never wanted someone like her seriously. I held up my phone and read the messages aloud, word for word, with the dates visible. Her confident, smug expression vanished. Her face turned white and she stuttered, accusing me of being cruel for bringing up her flaws. She asked why I never told her before if it was true. I told her flat out, I owed her nothing. She knew he was married, she helped break up my family, and she spent years trying to make my life miserable. I reminded her she was just as repulsive as Michael, but I had stayed the bigger person for years. I also told her if she wanted to see toxic behavior, she should look in her own house first. I reminded her to check the dates on every message. They were right before the divorce was finalized. That night, she sent me a dozen texts, calling me names and claiming I was bitter and jealous. The next morning, she sent a long rant about how I destroyed her life, but I hadn't destroyed anything. I simply revealed the truth that was already there. The funny part? Michael called the next day, asking what I'd said. I told him to figure it out himself, and I haven't heard from him since.